audience, they look good. Everybody, yes, everybody looks good in here today. And we're going to celebrate the Oscars because we're going to talk about fashion.
That's right, we're going to break down those looks. Our guest, Joe Zee, Bevy, Cindi Leive. You guys all say this is one of the most important and fun, adventuresome. People take chances, and we saw it all. You were there on the car. When did you get?
I got here an hour and a half ago, so here I am.
So what blew you away?
Well, I have to say, Queen opened the show, like you guys said, but you know what? For me, the queen of the night was Regina King.
Yes.
She has really upped her fashion game all award season, but that Oscar de la Renta dress was just so clean and so crisp. And I know that she had started working with the designers months ahead, and the one criteria she had was that she wanted to look back at this night, her first Oscar nomination, and not be dated. She wanted a dress that would still be classic 20 years later.
Good move. Great look.
You know, she won for If Beale Street Could Talk, which is James Baldwin adaptation, and she said that she wanted to wear a classic American designer.
I heard her.
Oscar de la Renta.
Yes.
And so, Bevy, for you, who else do you think crushed it on the red carpet last night?
Powerful in pink, Miss Gemma Chan.
Wow.
Now, this Valentino look is not something you traditionally see on the red carpet because it is covered up. We don't see a slit. We don't see a plunging neckline. We see this high, gorgeous ruffle, but it's a sophisticated look. And I love the fact that it's cherry blossom pink, and it has that kind of parachute effect. Now, we first saw this coming down the runway at Valentino, but then we saw Tracy Ellis Ross do her own version of it, and it's really kind of swept the runway. But I just love this. I think it's so new and fresh and innovative. She doesn't look like anyone else.
I love that pink was a big color. We saw it a big Cindi, my girl, how about Glenn Close?
I love Glenn Close. And you know why? Because I thought she dressed like the 71-year-old superhero she is, right? She's wearing that great gold dress with a cape, no less. And there used to be all these old rules about how if you were a woman of a certain age, you had to dress in this boringly respectable mother of the bride way. And I think she was like, I've got 7 Oscar nominations. I am coming for that red carpet. And she did. By the way, that dress, which is a Carolina Herrera dress, weighs 42 pounds because of its 4 million beads. I'm exhausted thinking about what it takes.
A workout just to get down the red carpet. And we're going to talk about trends, Joe.
Yes.
And we saw a lot of pink on the red
Pink
carpet.
was really the color of the night. And listen, who ended it better than the whole evening with Julia Roberts in that Ellie Saab dress? So beautiful, such a surprise. And I loved it. And what's really great is we saw all shades of pink. So everyone from a pale pink on Casey Musgraves all the way to the pale pink that was on Helen Mirren. And we're looking at women who are 30 all the way up to their 70s, and this trend is just as applicable to them all.
Yes.
This is why I thought it was really...
And you know what else I really loved about it, Joe, is that pink is usually thought of like frilly and very feminine and very delicate. But you know, in the early 1900s, pink was a color for boys. And this Oscar showed us that pink can be very powerful and it can be very sexy and bold as well.
A history lesson over here.
We loved hearing what Billy Porter said about what he was wearing. He was spot on with what he said about that.
Another trend, gender-bending fashion, you know, fashion flexible. I love that, of course. He looked gorgeous in this Christian Siriano tuxedo/gown moment. I mean, look at that bodice. Look at that nipped waist, darling. Come on now. And you know, the best thing about Billy is that he's really been doing this, pushing the envelope the entire award season, because he does want to make us question what is feminine, what is masculine. And then, of course, lots of women made us question that as well. Let's look at who we have up. Elsie Fisher. Elsie Fisher. She looked incredible in that Tom Brown 3-piece velvet suit. And she wore a little fun bag to give it that kind of youthful edge. Then, of course, we had Melissa McCarthy. She wore a Brandon Maxwell. I love it. It was a business on the bottom, but then all that extravaganza on the top with the cape, right? Another cape. And then, of course, Diane Warren. You know, she's a rock and roll chick. So she had to do that white suit, kind of edgy, lots of sparkle. And lots of fun frivolity going on with the accessories, which you'll talk about a little later. And then who's the other one over there? Oh, Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman. Okay, let's have a moment and talk about the fact that Chadwick Boseman wore a sequin tuxedo jacket, but with a train. That's something we normally reserved for women, a train, but he did it.
I love it.
But I think you have to look at
bending.
this and say that pantsuits on women have been a really big trend this entire award season.
Yeah.
But the fact that Billy Porter showed up in that tuxedo gown and looked so great, I mean, that's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Right. It's hard to imagine a first, right?
Yeah.
This has been going on for 91 years, this red carpet, and this is actually groundbreaking.
We'll just let y'all.
But one thing, though, you don't really need us at all. But you said, Cindi, you said it was an adventurous red carpet.
Completely.
And a lot of fun. People had a lot of fun with their accessories, too.
Totally, yeah. I mean, first of all, I do think just it was adventurous in general. It was sort of like the death of fear, you know? Celebrities used to be so worried about wearing the wrong thing, and I think now we're just seeing this confidence, which is really refreshing. So yeah, you just showed Diane Warren. She, of course, was nominated for writing the song from the RBG movie about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She had a little Ruth Bader Ginsburg action figure poking out of her pocket, yeah. Aquafina continued to steal the hearts and minds of America by carrying a tequila flask as her purse and actually drinking out of it on the red carpet, which I think, you know, sounds like the perfect thing to do on a nerve-wracking red carpet. And Spike Lee did a full-on tribute to Prince with the Prince love symbol as his necklace. You don't see a huge necklace on a man at the red carpet that often, and I thought it was amazing.
And then gold Jordans that Michael Jordan especially commissioned for him.
Exactly, and he had his tailor intentionally make the pants high waters,
so
you could see those shoes.
I know. I haven't heard the phrase high waters in a long time. We call ankle whippers. Ankle whippers. How about Lady Gaga?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, somebody already reamed me on Twitter for talking about Lady Gaga too much because she's just been such a fashion force this entire season. But, you know, I have to say that I think there are two classes of dressing for Oscars. There's the type who goes over the top, really makes their statement, and it's really the climax of the season. And then you've got the really classic dresser, and you really thought that she was going to show up and be really crazy. Yeah. And in the end, she really toned it down. And, I mean, it's a very chic and very fashionable little black dress, and by Alexander McQueen with the hip details, but still very subdued for Gaga.
She toned it down, but that Tiffany necklace, couldn't take my eyes off that. Oh my!
128 carats.
128 carats.
No big deal. No big deal. And there were 62 other diamonds on that necklace as well.
It's absolutely amazing.
It, right, was
Audrey Hepburn during a promotional tour for Breakfast at Tiffany's.
You all are our powerhouse.
Yes, you are. You are our diamond. How about that? 5,000 carats of it right here. Hey, thank you three for being here. Joe, thank you for staying up, man. You know, all night coming across country to here with us.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.